I'm Melanie Duncan, and this is my lunch chat. My favorite is the chicken fajita salad, number 31. I love big cities. So part of me is like, oh, I love the hustle and bustle of a big city, so I would love to live in a big city. But of course, I'm going to live where my kids are. You know, I want to be near where my kids are and my family. So wherever they are. Oh, Christmas, hands down. Christmas. You should see I take all of my normal decorations out of my home. I put them all upstairs in a closet. I bring out all of my Christmas decorations. My totally downstairs bathrooms turns into Christmas. I just love Christmas. It revolves around Christmas. Christmas morning, we get up, not as early probably as some families, but get in a big circle. We're still in our pajamas, and we get in a big circle, and we go from youngest to oldest and get a gift. And so usually Heather plays Santa, and she's underneath the tree finding a gift, and she gives a gift to everybody, and then we watch each person open their gift, and we get to see what each person gets. So, and it takes, you know, a while to do that. And we do stockings first thing, and so Christmas morning. Oh gosh, John Duncan. I was about to say John Duncan. He makes me laugh the most. Any of my two kids, my husband, when they get on a roll, I can't stop. So he and John taught me one of the most important lessons that I learned in my life, and I was younger when we first met, was that it's okay to laugh at yourself. So if you do something stupid or whatever, it is still okay to laugh at yourself. But yeah, John Duncan makes me laugh the most. Oh, you know, I am a traditional worship person, so I love Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus is one of my favorite hymns, and I also like Just a Closer Walk with Thee are some of my favorite ones. I know, yeah, putting it in your head, just a closer walk with Thee. So, yeah. I'd say one of the big things is good health. I'm very, very fortunate in that. Loving parents who gave me great opportunities growing up. So I had good opportunities. My family, definitely my girls and my son-in-law and my husband, I'm definitely blessed with that. Also, I'm blessed these days with a purpose of, you know, coming into work and being in ministry with people. And so having a purpose is a huge piece of it also. I think my favorite name of God is I Am. And that is really how I see him. He's just everything. Mighty, big, everywhere. The Good Shepherd, the great physician. I just think that he is I Am. And you can just see him everywhere. Well, I was a senior in college, and I had gone to 7-Eleven to get a Diet Coke Big Gulp. And I was wearing my sorority jacket, and I had gotten my Big Gulp, because I would get Big Gulps all the time, my very favorite. And I was standing in line, and behind me was this guy in a tie and a shirt and buying, I think he was buying Rolaids. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, so we're standing there, and I had my sorority jacket on, and I always point like right here because that's where my little sorority initials were, my Greek letters. And he goes, "Oh, Chi Omega, my sister Nancy's, or my little sister just pledged your sorority." And I go, "Oh yeah, Nancy Duncan, you're John Duncan." And he was just like, whoop. His head got, you know, and he was just like thrilled that I knew who he was. So that was in January of my senior year in college. And then in April of my senior year, I was sitting outside another 7-Eleven, drinking a Big Gulp, It was a beautiful day in Dallas, Texas. And John Duncan walks by. I'm sitting outside on the bench, and he walks by. And I look up and I go, John Duncan, hey, it's Melanie Swanson. And he was like, oh, hi. And he went around the corner, and in those days we had payphones. So he had to use the payphone, no cell phones. Had to use the payphone, canceled his appointment because he had a business appointment, canceled his appointment, came and sat down on the bench next to me, and we talked for like 2 hours on this beautiful April day. So then after that, about 3 weeks later, he calls and asks if I can go to the Byron Nelson golf tournament with him. And it was on a Saturday, and he didn't believe me, but I actually had 2 finals that day. So I couldn't go. So we didn't go out until that next September for our first date, but we had met in January and April at 2 different 7-Elevens. Oh, I love living in Collierville because I can go to Walmart and see people I know. You know, wherever you go, you can see people you know. And that's one reason I really like living in Collierville. It was a great place to raise my kids. You know, it's just good, wholesome values. Your neighbors are great. They're fun, they're nice, they take care of you. So it's just a great place to be. Oh, Jack Stack in Kansas City, those burnt ends, they're the best. I have quite a few. I think the most beautiful place that I have ever been is the Isle of Arran in Scotland. And it was just unbelievable, the greens and looking out that morning on the beautiful bay, and I was drinking some tea. It's the most beautiful place I've ever been. I think the most adventurous place I've ever been is, I think there's 2. I went on a medical mission trip to Ethiopia, and that was pretty adventurous, sleeping out in the bush. And we had guides, and they would set up our tents, and sleeping in a tent for the 18 days that I was there. That was very interesting and adventurous. I also have been with Meredith when we were in Spain. We went to Morocco, and I thought that was kind of adventurous, the 2 of us getting on a boat and going over there by ourselves. So that was really fun. My longest trip that I've ever been on was, I met John Duncan, like I told you, in April, graduated from college in May, and then that summer I visited 30 countries in 60 days with 4 of my sorority sisters. So we had a great time with that, doing that. And then I'd say one of my favorite places to visit before the pandemic was New York, and going to Broadway shows and the hustle and bustle of the city. It was great. Half full. Fries dipped in ice cream. Oh, I love both. I love to binge watch a great TV series, or I love to go to the movie theater. I think it's great. Summer. Ocean. Yummy. Music, definitely. I can appreciate art, but music gets me going. Summertime and the living is easy.